Alright, cool. Oh man. Let's see. Is there gonna be a drop of some sort? No, it's gonna go right into an ad.
You can buy your fave Groupons.
Alright, cool. Cool
It's
beans,
true.
cool beans.
A massage so relaxing you just gotta get it again? Yep. Adding
Never had a
facial to that
massage that I
massage for a
just
full-on
needed to get
pamper-palooza?
again.
Yep. An epic outing that's even more epic than last weekend? Yep. The Groupons you love? Yep.
Please
Get 'em more than
hurry
once.
up, ad.
Any professional bartender like me will tell you, making a perfectly balanced Crown and Cola is not as simple as it seems. That's why I brought you here, to show you how I perfect it every time. Hi. Just a
cool.
4-pack of Crown Royal Whiskey and Colas, please. They're one of 3 new Royal cocktails.
Codes, please.
Let me guess. You're a bartender.
That obvious?
Please drink responsibly. Produced and canned by Crown Royal USA, Indianapolis, Indiana.
You know what? It'd be a good read. Now would be a good time to read the updates. Okay. I don't know if I even want to do this. I'll just try it out anyway. Try it on for size. Say browser. Say browser. Chrome. Add. Paste. We'll just still do 1920 by 1080. And then when not in use, shut that bitch down. Are we okay there? Where we're gonna put this thing. I just want to be able to see it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Bring you right here. And bring you right here. To be honest, we don't really need that either. Can we fit somewhere like in here? Is that gonna be too small? Don't know yet. Maybe it is gonna be too small. Well, maybe we'll just taper in on it a little. Come over here. And then just kind of focus on certain sections. Uh-oh, I have no clue what I just did, but it just made it bigger. Shit. Where did it go? Right here. Will it work that way? I don't see why it can't still look good that way. Is it not gonna... Can it... Why doesn't it... Okay. Great. Just fall a little. Good. Okay, I don't think I did something right. Let's say that like that. Why doesn't it follow my scroll? You know what? I have a different solution for it. Let's see. Custom firmware control, audio, local file, no, shutdown, no, not visible, refresh browser. Oh, yeah. Maybe that'll do it. Is it gonna scroll with me? Nope. Okay, so that one's dumb. So let's go ahead and minus that. We'll do the same thing in a different way. We'll go ahead and add window capture. Window capture. Chrome. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do wilderness changes. There we go. What happens if I do that? Yeah. Okay, so now I just do the same thing. So, okay, cool. So that's going to do what I want it to do. So we'll bring this in right here. Like that. Oh, and we definitely don't want all that shit. But we can absolutely put that right here. Oh, we are definitely not going to be over everything else. Okay, let's minimize you. Okay, and you, we can come down here. And you, we'll put you back where you belong. Oh, you son of a bitch, you changed on me. Should be you. Capturing the wrong one. Motherfucker. That's okay. We will still fix it. There. Fucking dumbass. Alright. Now I gotta just clean it back up again. So, where did we have this? Had that about right there. Get this tapered in a little bit. Okay. So now we can. There we go. Now it fucking looks right. Ugh. Okay. That only took way too long. Not even gonna lie. Okay, let's see. Where did we leave off on yesterday? Oh my god, this thing's fucking huge! There's a lot of stuff to go over. Ooh, that looks good. Man, and then they end with, your feedback matters. Dude, they always say they have such a hard time with people fucking reading their shit, and then look at this thing. If I were to copy and paste this into Word, I bet you it's like at least 2,000 words. Like, I'm actually kind of curious now. Oh my god, it's gonna be way longer than 2,000 words. We won't even do that. Copy. Let's see. Do I even have Word? I may not have Word on this computer anymore. Fuck it, I bet you there's a word counter. Word counter. Online grammar checker. Nope, we just want word counter. There we go. Paste. Does it tell you? At the top. Oh my god! Ah! Woo! Okay, it says it's 5,427 words. Come on, guys. You want people to read your fucking They want people to read this, but they always complain that it's too long and people don't read it. Or they don't complain that it's too long. They complain because no one fucking reads it. And here we are. 5,427 words. That's fucking nuts. That's why people don't want to read the news or their updates or anything like that. It's fucking garbage. Like, who does that? Okay. God damn, that's long. That's really long. God, wordcounter.net. You don't believe me? Copy and paste it in there yourself. Man, that's crazy. Hey, how's it going, Dalton? Start reading. Hey, I don't know why that freaking chat didn't pop up immediately. Like, I just barely clicked on it. But man, isn't that crazy? They always complain about how no one, reads, takes the time to read their updates, like their blog. I don't even know what this is, a blog? I don't even know, just an update? But this shit's ridiculously long. And if you don't believe me, 100%, copy and paste this motherfucker into wordcounter.net. 5,427 words. Like, that's disgusting. Man, that's crazy. All right. I hope it doesn't do anything weird. Okay. Hopefully it won't
Follow these steps.
harbor your messages.
cocktail
Hopefully it'll just
seconds. Now,
continue
repeat after
to
me. Open your fridge.
display them. Okay.
Now,
Let's
find your
fucking
can.
not read that. All I really care about are these right here. Alright, which of the following describes how often you enter the wilderness? Me personally, I try to avoid it. Let's see. Leading is 55%. I rarely go into the wilderness. Absolutely. Don't fucking blame them. Which of the following best describes the main reason you enter the wilderness? I only enter for clue scrolls. Which I wanted to say I hit on this last night. So yes, 45% leads that one, that poll. Understand how the wilderness works? Unfortunately, I do, with a hefty 92%. And then the wilderness offers good balance between risk and reward. Nope. Try to avoid spending time in the wilderness where possible. I kind of agree with that. Sometimes. I don't know, here lately I've been going out there because I want that freaking elemental pet. I try and fight back if another player is attacking me in the wilderness. Fuck no, I run. I just run. I think skull tricking within the wilderness is a problem. That is a no-brainer. I would spend more time in the wilderness if skull tricking was less common. Probably not. I think organized groups of players have too much of an advantage over solo players in single-weight combat. 100% a fact. I would spend more time within the wilderness if fights were fairer for solo players. I would. Hey, that's crazy. Okay, so I have enough. Marks of Grace said I can go buy another Graceful outfit. And that is actually really tempting to be... Oh, I guess you can't see that. There we go. 270 Marks of Grace. I have enough for a brand new set. Alright, back to this. Okay. Where did I leave off? I spend more time within the wilderness if fights were more fair. I think that wilderness needs more content added to it. I really don't know what to say to that because the wilderness has been dog shit since probably like 2008. It was actually really bad as soon as Summoning came out. But that's also another game altogether. So that one's kind of hard to, you know, I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, back over here. There we go. Okay. Let's get back to Outgame. Okay, when adding new content to the wilderness, the focus should be on in-game, best in slot rewards. I don't think any focus should ever be best in slot. When adding new content to the wilderness, the focus should be on new skilling activities. Kind of depends. If it's something like Zora skills where you're like dependent on it, I don't like that type of concept. But if it's something that is like you don't mind, okay, like I guess in RuneScape 3, the thing where you like go to the rift in the wilderness and you're just in there siphoning off of that shit, you don't really give a shit if you die because you're getting such good experience there. I'm cool with that because then it's like I don't need the resource that I'm gathering. I just need I'm only gathering the experience. Like I'm only there for the experience, not necessarily the product. I'm cool with stuff like that. But there's really not a lot of that in old school to begin with. Everything has to have a resource. Like it has to have a product that's useful, and I don't really agree with that. Not everything has to have a focus, like have to have a use in the game. What I'm trying to say. When adding new content in the wilderness, nope, I already read that one. Should be focused on PvP based rewards. I mean, if it shuts them the fuck up, cool. I don't PvP. I'm actually don't like those guys. Fucking bastards. Bad question to ask me. I'd probably skip that one if I was voting in the poll. I might have, in all honesty. When adding new content to the wilderness, the focus should be on money-making methods. I guess you could. There's a lot of money-making methods to begin with. I think if you want to revive the wilderness, you should just make it fun. Not anything else. I think the wilderness bosses need to be reworked. I think they do. I think that you should not be able to safe spot any of them. I think it's total dog shit that people are able to even safe spot them, to be very honest. I don't think you should ever design a boss that its main method of being fought is being safe spotted. I think that's kind of like against the integrity of the game. If the wilderness bosses were reworked, should they have a new reward added to their drop table? Depends on how they're reworked. I mean, I think if they redid them, made them more balanced, and then, like, even if you nerf them a little bit to make them not as strong, but then take away that ability to even safe spot them, then yes, they would be harder than what they are now, and it would actually pose as a risk. But if you made them harder and then take away the safe spot, then I don't think anybody would do them, because then they would be too much risk. If the safe spot was taken away, probably add better loot. I don't know about that, to be honest with you, because their loot isn't bad in most cases. Okay, so they work off of the same loot system as Corp and God Wars. So their primary drops are not exactly the best, but they also have like these really awesome drops that are really good. But you know, even their primary drops are decent. They're not entirely bad. So I don't know. And it comes down to how well they can actually balance that content. If they were able to like do what I said, like if they were able to make it to where you can no longer safe spot them, that's one buff to the boss, right? No matter what, it's gonna be that you have to take damage and you have to actually deal with the mechanics of the boss. I think that would be perfect. A perfect start. Not perfect, but I think that'd be a perfect start. And then if you decide to go ahead and rework them, even if you make them just a little bit weaker, it would make things kind of, I guess, better. Because then it's like, okay, it's wilderness boss, it's supposed to be hard. Now, if they took away the safe spots and then made them harder, that's the point where I'm like, yeah, go ahead and buff the rewards, because at that point, you would need a buff in order to even get people out there doing that content. Even me, I mean, I wouldn't even go out there unless the rewards were decent. And collection log will never be a good enough reason to go out there. Period. Do I care about skull tricking? Probably not. Luring. Combat. Area tricks. PJ timers. Loot keys. I want to know what this Fountain of Rune abuse is. In order to tackle risk-free usage of Fountain of Rune, we will prevent players from logging out for 3 seconds after they use a spell that benefits Fountain effects. This only applies when the Fountain of Rune is used to get 3 rune cluster spells and now apply to players using common to charge amulets of glory. Okay. What other thing applies to me? Iron Man. Skull tricking is only a problem whenever you bring stuff into the wilderness you're not willing to lose, and that's your own fault. Kind of, but I mean, they literally... and I even tested this out on my hardcore Iron Man. Having a completely identical name is really easy in the game with the I's and the like the L's and the 1s and stuff like that, and the zeros and the O's. So obviously, Feeble Me was with an I. It was the IL mix up, and so if I was in an instance where, you know, somebody was attacking, like I was attacking somebody, or if I was attacking, I guess if I was doing something on my own in the wild and someone attacked me and I went to go attack him back, yeah, I'm so caught into a moment that I'm not realizing that that's a switch between an I and an L, especially whenever it's something you've never seen before, you know? And to that extent, I'm like, man, that's pretty wrong. Yeah, I mean, and you might not have that same view, but I mean, that's almost no different than luring people and kind of bad integrity, you know. That's really no different than luring people. But let's see what they have to say. There's so many different ways to approach old school RuneScape. It's great to see many unique builds that players can create to maximize their potential strength, especially when it comes to PvP content. Players looking for a challenge might create an Iron Man account with the sole intent of excelling in PvP situations. These accounts cannot gain experience from combat with other players, so they must work
up to $1 million in
limitation to create extremely powerful builds that would otherwise be impossible. And of course, Iron accounts can't trade with other players, so they need to gather many items and supplies for this to be effective.
Okay, don't freak out.
Okay.
But did you know you can buy your fave Groupon?
Currently, if an Iron Man defeats another person in the wilderness or PvP world, they cannot pick up the dropped items. This means that the defeated player can run back where they perished and simply loot their items back, removing a lot of the thrill involved with fighting another player on such a dangerous term in the first place. It's completely true. Only one person is risking in that moment. And that'd be the Iron Man. To make things a bit more null-bottom, we'd like 8 items that would normally be dropped on death to still appear on the floor upon defeat, but no one will be able to pick them up, including the player who lost them. Untradeable items will still be able to be picked up by the defeated player, where they aren't automatically added to your inventory. Broken. Gray Sobel. I guess if it followed the same mechanics as any other instance where you die above, what is it, above 30 wild? Like, if you know how you like your capes turn into like coins, and then I guess all your untradables really kind of turn into coins. So if it was kind of like that, that'd be cool, because then, well, it'd be cool in some ways, because then that would be taking a lot of items out of the game. That'd be taking a shit ton of people, like, not people, but items out of the game. I like that when an Iron Man would kill a main, the main would lose all but untradables. It kind of sounds like they don't know where they're going to be with that. I do like that concept, though, of, you know, the main account being just as fucked as an Iron, you know? It's like, shit, there's no way that I could get my items back. You can't pay for them back. You can't beg for them back. You can't run back to get them back. Like, you're fucked, you know? And then all I can think about in that instance is, what's his name? Solo Mission, man. That dude is nuts. And Kemp Q. Like, those two guys are rowdy. And I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that has specifically made an Iron Man just for that. I don't know if C Engineer has, but C Engineer is just his own kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure it's just kind of Solo Mission and Kemp Q. Uh-oh, what is this? Why does it always ask me to approve shit? I just want it to be approved. Blah, blah, blah. From what I heard, in old school RuneScape is in dire need of an item sync. Doesn't affect you much because you're an Iron, but prices are fucked. They are fucked. And I don't really know why. But I do think we do need some item syncs. But I've been saying this for years, man. And the item syncs don't have to be going into charging items either. And they don't have to be instances where they change the death mechanics. In every sense of the way. But instances like this, just like people playing Iron Man accounts for the sole purpose of PKing, that would take a lot of items out of the game, because they kill a lot of people. The prices are messed up because items come in, but they don't end up leaving. That's why I really like the Death's Coffer. Like, I think it was like the second YouTube episode I have. Like, I ended up dumping like 40 mil worth of items into the coffer. And to be quite honest, there'll be a time when I go back and I dump more. Like, I really wish that I could dump my bows and stuff in there, even if it was like a really reduced price, like not even have it be GE value, but because I wish they would have it as a thing where if it didn't meet the criteria of the minimum of, like, say, the 10,000 for the GE minimum, that if it was below that, then it would be like low alc value, you know, or, you know, whatever. I think that'd be really great. RS3, a lot of items are fucked, but some low mid-tier bosses stay relevant because of invention. Invention is the one where you like break apart your items, right? If that's what I'm thinking, then I think old school kind of needs something like that. Maybe not necessarily a new skill called invention or anything like that, like as a skill per se, but maybe, you know, as just something. And that's why I was like, yesterday we were talking about, make logs, have more value. Bonfires seem like a really AFK thing, but on the other side of that, it's one of those that it would create value and meaning to them. So instead of AFKing at Wintertod, so Wintertod, you'd be getting really good experience rates, and you'll be getting paid because you get a lot of rewards in that. But if you did bonfires, it's also AFK. You're actually paying into it, and you're creating value for those logs, and you're taking those out of the game. Like, one, you're making money and getting good XP rates. The other one, you're paying into, and you're still getting good XP rates. I think that would be really, really comparable. Let's see. Yeah, you break them up for components, for perks and stuff. The proposed skill, warding, was kind of an invention, light skill. I loved the idea of warding. I thought it was really useful. I think they could absolutely get away with that being a great skill. But I think where they messed up with that is in the beginning, they didn't have a strong concept. And because that shit was like 5,000 words or more, goes back to what I was saying earlier, man. Those damn, forms that they make are so long that nobody wants to sit there and read them. Like, I'm right here, and I'm sitting there skipping through a great majority of it because one, it doesn't apply to me, and two, it's so fucking long. I'd rather just pick out the stuff that matter to me, or that I could assume matters to me, rather than the stuff that doesn't. That shit I don't even want to waste my time on. Like, I don't care about, pure builds and how they're affected or all that garbage. I'd rather just, but either way, that's why that shit never got read. People took the time to read it the first time around, which was great because it is the hype and the excitement behind it. But then every proposed change that was actually making it better, no one wanted to give it the time of the day because it was like, the first concept sucked. I just don't want to. So, I don't know. And I kind of wish that content creators would have gotten behind it to back it instead of convincing the majority of their followers to not, to just trust them and not do their own due diligence and read it, catch up on their own. The voting system is kind of a hindrance whenever you have PVM. People who will always vote no for PvP, and then retaliation PvP players will vote no on PVM skill content. Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of been a thing. I think that the polling system should be a thing, but I think that instead of it being like a concrete, hey, look, we have to follow what you guys are saying, I think it should just be more of a, to get an idea of what the community feels, which is probably what it was designed for initially, but for some reason people are like, hey, if it passes a poll, then we'll absolutely put it in the game. And I think that was another really big flaw. I think Jagex knows what they've been doing because they've been doing it for, they started out in 1998. Yeah, they've been doing it for over 20 years now. They know what the hell they're doing. So, I think the polling system should be nothing more than kind of get feedback, but not kind of like whatever it is now. Because I feel like we trust the old school team to not do something that, RuneScape did back in the day, which was just, hey, fuck you. Here's, the evolution of combat. And microtransactions and the School of Fortune and, all that sort of nonsense. Like, I feel like old school developers, know that there's not really a good place for that inside their current game. So, I don't know. I would feel comfortable trusting them. As far as PvP and PvM, it's hard to say. I don't even have a good answer because I feel like where the PvP community sits is that they only want to be able to like spec somebody out, and that's it. And that's why a lot of their weapons hit extremely high, and it just has a lot of KO potential. I feel like that's their only goal. They don't want to. They say they want to, fight other players, but I don't think that they actually do. I think they just want to be able to say, "Hey, look, I spec'd somebody out and took all their shit," which I don't think is in good spirit of PvP. Because a long time ago, I used to go around player killing. I had a lot of freaking fun with it, but it wasn't like that. It was like, one of us, and of course back then we didn't do tribe raiding or anything like that. Somebody would be, in melee armor, another person would be in like black d'hide, another person would be in like mystic, and we'd go around and fighting other groups of people, and that's kind of, you don't have enough earth runes. I'm not casting anything with earth runes.
Okay,
Maybe I accidentally
don't
clicked
freak
on
out,
something different.
Did you know you can get your fave Groupons
But I
over
mean,
and over? It's true.
Potato,
A
potato.
massage so relaxing
Yes,
you just
the
gotta
game
get it
changes
in.
quite a
Yep.
bit.
Adding a facial to that massage
kinda hard
for a
to-
full-on pamper palooza. Yep.
Ugh,
An epic
I don't know.
that's even more
Get an
epic
idea
than last weekend. Yep. The Groupons
of
you
what
love?
should be kind of
Yep.
in
Get
the
it
game
more than
now
once.
versus
Old
what was
Spice
in there
Hydrate with
before.
Aloe Body Wash will keep
Why
your
does
skin
this keep
moisturized
doing
all day
that?
long. From your shower, to the post office, to the coffee shop, to the coastline, to the loose rocks, to the slippery edge, to the ocean below, to the remote island shore, to the buried treasure.
All right,
to the
what
pockets
else do
of
we
gold, to the
have?
pockets of diamonds,
I never
so
got into
grateful for
player
these cargo
killing
pants, to the rescue
much, but I
boat,
used
to
to
the
love
jobs with
playing
still
wars
hydrated
before
skin,
I ever
now
became a
dripping in
member.
jewels.
See, and that's
Old
kind
Spice Hydrate
that's
Body
kind
Wash.
of how it was,
Smell ready for
because
anything.
you didn't spend a lot of money on it. Well, okay,
Times have been
so
tough.
back in the day,
Better days for you
you're
and
kind of
others
like
could be
half a
just around the
ragger,
corner when you donate
because
plasma at
you did
CSL
have
Plasma.
some decent
As a new
armor, but
CSL
then
Plasma
you
donor, you can
kind
make
of
over $1,000 this
you
month.
kind of
And your donations
mixed it
help create
between
therapies for
high-end
people
like
with
melee
rare
armor
and
and like
serious
really
diseases.
crap
Build
melee
a brighter
armor.
tomorrow for yourself and
Just spending
others
all
by
day in
donating
there,
today.
killing
Visit your
max
local
players as a
CSL
level
Plasma
90.
Center and make over
Right?
$1,000 this month. CSL Plasma.
See, and I thought
Good for
Clan
you,
Wars was a
great
lot
for
of fun
life.
too.
Compensation varies by location and is subject to change.
And I think if they really want to start getting a head start on fixing shit, they really need to start with LMS. Like, instead of it being, walking into that game with maxed, competing with max stats and stuff like that, to get rewards, I think they should have it whatever your levels are right now. Because, and then not have a level cap. So if you walk in there with, level 47, glass cannon, of course you're going to be blasting away people that, are around your level and a little bit higher. But then it comes to a level 126, they're going to smack your ass to the ground, and you never stand a chance at, winning an LMS game. And I think that would help filter out a lot of botting too. It was free to play, so no special weapons, so kind of fair. True. I don't like that you could make an account and then like come in, 30 days after, like you have to wait the 30-day period, or, whatever really, really small requirements they are. How do you expect to stop a bot farmer when they're making money off of you if you put such low requirements on it? Yeah, it's kind of... You will reach a point where things won't be fair, and it has to be that way. Like, I think with them making content accessible to pure accounts that shouldn't be in their bracket or in their account build, I think that's totally fucked up. If you don't have the ability to, grow with the times, get over yourself, man. Figure out a different build. Have you seen how good the LMS bots have become? Yeah, dude, I went over there for points the other day, and it was total fucking dog shit because all of them are on the auto switchers, so they automatically switch their prayer Like, unless you're going in there with like a Staff of the Dead and then like alternating between magic and melee, so that it doesn't know what to pray, you know. Well, I take it back. For someone like me, that's kind of how we would have to play it. Like, people that are really good at PKing and, you know, PvP, they're able to kind of outperform. They're easily able to outperform, you know, the bots, because they understand how to think about it in a mechanical way. And like, then they're smart like that. I ain't saying that PKers are fucking dumb, man, but I mean, they're fucking dumb, but they're not that dumb. Like, they're good at understanding mechanics between, you know, fighting another person. So they never have really any issue, unless they're wanting to just be lazy. So I don't know. But yeah, I have seen those bots and they suck. Matter of fact, I still don't really know how to fight them. Like, I just get really frustrated. Like, I really have to like pay attention to like the ticks, but even then, like, it's hard to get something tick perfect switched, like, and an attack out. Like, I'm not that good at the game. But, you know, doing stuff that just don't even make sense, like equipping your range, like your crossbow, and then casting barrage on them, they can't do anything about, because they're praying range. I don't know, it's just weird. Okay, what else do we have? Equipment rebalancing. All right. Let's see. With the recent... Oh, let me start out again. With the recent range meta portion... I don't know why I said that. With the recent range meta portion of the equipment rebalancing out of the way, our focus can now shift to PvP changes. For those unaware, we originally pitched them as focusing on Dragonhide armors, Dan's bulwark, and however, some additions have been thrown into the mix. Let's take a look. Well, the fucking bulwark sucked dick to begin with, so I don't know how... Yeah, I mean, the whole point of a big fucking shield is for it to be really tanky. And then you take away that ability for it to be tanky. You kind of render that thing even more useless. And there was only one place I was going to use that thing for too, and that was Inferno, to gather the nibblers, right? That was like literally the only thing that shield was good for, outside of just being a sheer tank. But now, I don't even know. Like, I'm afraid to even read this. Let's make this bigger. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Where is it? Okay, this one. Here. Maybe I can put it in a different spot. Uh-oh, I like that though. Here. Take a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom. Okay, what does this say? Okay, so that's kind of where I can keep it. Cool. Let's see, they're making it a way more viable weapon for tanks. Well, I mean, I think shouldn't be attacking to begin with. But who knows? Let's see. So make sure we're on the right screen. Din's Bulwark. Din's Bulwark is an overwhelmingly defensive force in PvP and a niche item. It gives certain account builds the potential to tank in some encounters, such as God Wars Dungeon. This is thanks to the incredibly high defense bonuses with no negative stats to offset them. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a big fucking shield. Our previous proposal was to change its defensive bonuses with a focus towards reducing melee magic defense, making it an outstanding ranged defense item. Instead, this would mean players using the shield in PvP situations would have to make up the lost defense in other aspects of their equipped gear, helping further balance out the combat triangle. A lot of you were worried about reducing the defensive stats of the Bulwark. We were effectively removing its only use. This wasn't entirely accurate, given the shield does have uses outside of PvP, which proposed changes would only have improved further. Nonetheless, we have new ideas that will ensure the Bulwark has plenty to offer beyond its reduced defensive capabilities. I don't believe that. I don't know, I don't think that they're gonna do a good job with that. We'll achieve this by addressing one of the main feedback points we received, giving the ability to fight back when using the shield. I didn't think that was a cool idea. I thought that was stupid. Reinforce its tanking ability so you can tank and ward off a player killer. This new design retains the existing nerfs of the Bulwark's defensive stats, but allows it to better fill a tank role, while also creating a niche defense scaling offensive item, something which doesn't exist in the game currently. Here's what we're changing. We'll increase its attack speed and attack bonus given the increased DPS and additional utility in a tank role. We'll buff its special attack, allowing it to reduce the offensive capabilities of each monster it hits. Inferno. While offensive mode, the Bulwark strength will scale based on the defensive bonuses of any equipped gear. So kind of the same way there's another item that's like that. But it's also like the reverse of the T-bow. Oh, the cannon. The cannon's like that. Instead of it being like working off of your offense, though, they basically integrated the cannon algorithm with it. Because the way that the cannon works in the game is that it goes off of, like, it's only as accurate as your highest offensive stat is. So they kind of use that same piece of code for kind of buffing the Din's Bulwark, although I don't know how it feels just yet about it. Let's read more. We'll buff the special attack, allowing it to reduce the offensive capabilities of each monster it hits. All offense modes, Bulwark's strength bonus will scale based on... Okay, I already read that. Well, I'll scroll up just a little bit so we can all look at this.
Sky Vodka is now made with water enriched by Pacific minerals and filtered through California limestone.
Let's see.
Sky Vodka, a smoother, fresher tasting vodka. It's also
Current, Crush.
Just in case you've ever wondered what a
Okay, so that'll go up to 124. That's not really a big leap at all.
From the blue. Sky Vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. 2021 Campari America, New York, New York. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is Ice-T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
we're on a mission to get America to switch to cold water washing with Tide.
it saves you energy.
And that saves you up to $150 a year on your energy bill.
Plus, Tide cleans better in cold than the bargain brand in hot. So what are
They're
you
they're
waiting for?
still
Turn to
nerfing the
cold,
defensive
because
stats,
Stone Cold said
but the only
so.
thing they're
Turn
really
to
changing
cold
is the
with
speed
Tide.
of it
Energy
from a
saves
7
based on
tick
average
to a
energy
5
cost
tick
of automated
weapon.
machines. Performance based on Tide power pods.
So I mean, what is that? Where is my phone? Is it in my pocket? Oh shit, I think I left it downstairs. I'll be right back. Gotta leave the door open. In case that dog comes in here fucking crying, you know. Alright, I'm back. Turns out I absolutely left my phone downstairs. Alright, I'm back. I really feel like I should probably be like this, but let's see how well that would work. Copy. Let's see if it'll work. Wonder if this. I don't know if that'll work great. It does not look like it would. Okay. I hope I'm not moving this one around. Okay, I'm not. I was about to say, fuck! Here, we'll just put it right here, man. Whoops. Okay. You know what? This is just like a really bad idea. This is not working out. I mean, that's like no different than it being right here. Okay, whatever. Alright. where were we at? They're making it more. I think it goes from a 7-tick weapon to a 5-tick. I could be wrong. The max hit with the best tank armor, I think, would be in the 40s. You're probably not lying. I think 5-tick is 2-hander speed. Yes, it is. So, I mean, it would still be extremely slow, which it should be. I don't think it should be a fast weapon. I don't even think it should. I don't even agree with it being able to attack. But I don't know. There's also a lot of mechanics and stuff that I just genuinely do not understand as a whole. So, who knows? Let's see. What do we have here? We'll scroll up just a little bit. Alright, we've upped the crush attack bonus to 124. Okay, we already said that. Speeds from 7 to 5. Passive. Okay. With its new passive effect, having more reasonable attack speed is more in line with other slow two-handed weapons used for DPS, such as Scythe of Vitur. I think that's a really hard comparison that you can make. Because the Scythe of Vitur is like a really good weapon. I think that's just a hard thing to kind of sell somebody on. Fuck, I forgot to switch over my laundry too. I'll do that in a little bit. Okay, new passive effect. When not in defensive mode, your melee strength is increased by the following: average stab / crush, range defense minus 200 divided by 3 minus 38. What would that even be? And let's get my calculator out. So we have, okay, 99 times. Oh, wait, what? Okay, we'll just use this. Okay, let's have some fun. So if you used it with this gear, we have, what it said, stab. So we have 9 plus slash, which is 12, plus crush, 9, plus 8 equals 38 minus 200 divided by 3 minus 38 negative 92. This results in 1 max hit for every 12 average defense bonus above 200. Maybe I read that wrong. I'm no mathematician or literature major, so who knows? Okay. With less than 200 average, defense bonuses result in the max hit of 15 down from 24 with no melee strength bonus. Let me read that again. With less than 200 average defense bonus, this results in a max hit of 15 down from 24 with no melee strength bonus. In full best in slot defensive gear, providing an average defense bonus of 498. This results in a max hit of 46 from 32. 32 would have been the previous max hit in the same gear. That's kind of strange. That kind of makes me wonder too. Hey, only 1,500 more battle stops out. And then we are done with doing agility for the moment. Till I start taking it more seriously. Okay. We're gonna use this makeover here because I don't want to accidentally, you know, fuck shit up for those guys. I'm just curious. And I really hope that I have this. Maybe. Or maybe it's called a combat. Yeah, it is called a combat dummy. Oh, let's not forget. Oh. Yeah, we didn't need a leg.
Bartender tip number 1.
Okay.
Follow these steps, and I'll show you
What?
how to create a
I thought I
Crown
had-
Royal
oh,
craft
no, I didn't
cocktail
put it
in
in there.
seconds. Now, repeat after me. Open your fridge. Good. Now, find your can.
Hey, I said the farming
Excellent.
tub.
Crack it open. Nice. And enjoy the delicious new Washington apple, peach tea, and smooth Crown Royal
I had it
whiskey
in there
cola
the whole time, I
cocktails.
didn't-
Royal cocktails made
It
easy.
Please drink
glitched.
responsibly. Produced in Canada by Crown Royal, USA, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and find out.
Together.
Do I still have a
From hearts beating out of our
little
chest,
arena in here?
baby scents that whisper "I love
No,
you."
I don't.
To hugs and kisses
Okay,
from
what do we need to
childhood.
make it?
Because getting
teak
closer
paint,
and
plank, a
closer
bolt
together
cloth,
is priceless. Learn more
and a bucket
about
of
the
sand.
COVID-19 vaccines at
Okay, I can make that.
mastercard.us/getvac support.
Okay,
And start something priceless.
not bad. There we go. Okay, so where was it? A teak plank. How many did I need? I need 5. Okay, I needed 5. And then we need a hammer. That's all. And then a bolt of cloth. Bolt of cloth. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, fuck, okay. What's the sand? Oh, sand. Okay, 5 of those. Awesome. Let's go build us a fucking room. Oh. It's gonna cost money, isn't it? Who cares? Okay, so we'll come in here. I don't like going through that process. Building mode. Okay, well, let's take a look here. House, view mode. A chapel. I think we can all agree I don't need a chapel anymore. Later. Okay, what is this room called? An undead room? No, it's called a combat room. Okay, cool. Add a room. Combat room? Done. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so should I have the dummy right here or right there? Who knows? Build a dummy. Okay. Wow. Undead. Wait, what's the difference between these two? We'll build this one. Okay, cool. So, the only reason why I came over here to do this is it said... Oh. Yes, teleport anyway. Where'd you go? Okay, right here. Attach. $34. Oh. $41. Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of fair. 34. 46. Okay, so it's 2 less than a whip. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about that. What's another weapon I use a lot? You have a good day. I gotta go. Oh, darn. Well, I'm glad you stopped around. Or stopped for the stream. Alright, let's see. What other weapons do we normally use? Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. I don't really have any other weapons. Oh well, I guess it's time to get back to agility. Unless I have a decent Slayer task. Check. Oh, Kraken. I don't know about that. Alright, back to these changes. Well, actually, Kraken probably wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what we can do? Yes, put those in that. Put that in there. Okay, so none of the other shit is gonna change. Oops. Okay, so, well, we can. Oh, obviously, I need to put something in here. So for Kraken, the supply stuff is easy. Oh, don't I need to change the title of this? Agility-Scape. Now it's Kraken-Scape. Save. There we go. We'll be doing Kraken, and I don't know why I put that bucket in there. Want this one. This. One prayer. Wait, is that one or two? Two? Prayer is actually not going to make any difference whatsoever. Want that. Do I even use the blow pipe? I don't really feel like wasting skills. Well, we'll do that one. Definitely that one. Do that, and then... Okay, we'll do 2,000. There we go. That's some pretty good magic defense. We probably want to start with that, like that. We actually don't want that in the bottom corner because I'm an idiot and forgot that we don't need it in that corner. trying to think. Is there anything else we need? Oh, yes. We always need Alex. Alright. God, it feels so weird not doing agility. I could. You know, if I forgot something, shame on me. You know what? That's exactly where we need to go. Alright. Just like we always do, we also need to see how many tentacles are left. I know that I got one at the beginning of the task, so let's see how far away we are from getting that really nice upgrade to the Trident. Let's talk about Trident. You brought me 6 so far, but I want 10, so I need 4 more. Wouldn't it be great if I got those last 4? Like AFK talking about new shit, right? Man, there's like always someone here. Let's go to a world a little bit more my style. Damn it. There's someone here too. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just pay for it. I hope we don't die reading. Oh, I didn't even check to see how many I had left on this. Check. 1,000. Not bad. And you never know, we could get lucky and get a, Damn! Your attack, ignore 10%. That was like, really? Wow. Okay. Cool. Let's start down here. Okay, so let's see. All of the results in the Din's Bulwark having an exciting new role as the only weapon which scales offensive gear. This change makes a huge difference to where you would use the Bulwark, notably where you'd be able to achieve more DPS with it than using as he has to in full Justice Shard like General Gerard.
Your favorite artists ad-free. Sound good?
Suppose.
Then all you need to do is hit the banner now for your chance to win.
Hey, Leslie Jones, what's on the menu with Uber Eats?
Tonight, I'll be eating pasta pomodoro during my virtual dinner date.
Oh, you're gonna actually eat together on your virtual date?
Yeah, and then we're gonna go on a virtual
I really
walk,
wish you were
and then we're gonna grab a
here
virtual
so I had someone to
nightcap,
hang out
and then
with.
we're gonna go to my virtual
Me
house
too.
where we're gonna virtually
Okay, that pasta sounds saucy. Thank you, Leslie.
watch a movie. What you think I was gonna say? Get your mind out the gut.
All right, let's see.
Tonight, I'll
This
be
change
eating
makes
Uber
a
Eats.
huge difference where you would use the Bulwark. Notably, you would be able to achieve more DPS with it Then with using a Hasta in full Justice Shard against creatures like Grador, though it is still weaker than using a Dragon Scimitar. What? Though it is still weaker than a Dragon Scimitar in full offensive gear, essentially where you would usually use Din's Bulwark in a tank roll, you'll be able to deal even more damage than before. That seems like some main game shit right there. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, not every update has to be anything that pertains to an Iron Man, so I would think if it's better for the game, I'm pretty cool with that. Oh yeah, let me flick that on. There we go. Okay, so let's look at new special attack. In addition to the current area of effect damage of the Bulwark, special attack will make it so that enemies hit by the special attack will also have their highest defensive stat reduced by 5% of its current value, either melee, attack, and strength. Okay, either have their highest offensive stat reduced by 5% of its current value, either melee attack plus strength, magic attack, or ranged attack. That's kind of weird. They could have worded this part better. Like, what the fuck does that really mean? My god, lady, what can I help you with today? Okay, so next is the what the fuck? How do you say that? Zerician robes? Zerician. I'm gonna go with Zerician. That is a strange word. Okay, whatever. Zerician robes are fabled for being cheap alternative to mystic robes, and their low cost means they see great use throughout the wilderness. Much like Dragonhide armor, many players feel like their strength is too high for their incredibly low cost. Let's see. I have no opinion. I would never use those. I could never. I don't know why anybody would. Maybe I just don't know the difference between that and like mystic robes. And maybe that's my bad. I have no clue. Oh, this music is starting to suck. Let's see if Spotify has anything better. Let's switch to this stuff. Maybe this will be better. Alright, back to... Let's scroll up a little. As such, we'll be changing the offensive capabilities of the Zerician robes slightly by reducing the magic attack bonus they offer. In total, 10 magic attack bonus will be removed, with changes being made to both the top and the bottom. This will help offset the magic defense loss from Black D'hide, which is itself covered later in this blog. Okay, so these are called blogs, while still ensuring that they are stronger magic option than wizard robes. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but It's whatever. Okay, what else do we have here? Elemental staffs. Alright, okay, cool. During our initial equipment rebalancing proposal, many of you were interested in the rebalancing of lesser used and lower tier items to make them more effective. A popular suggestion was that we improve elemental staffs, given how as you progress through the different tiers of staffs, the only thing that increases is their melee capabilities, which is rather irrelevant for magic-based attacks. Yeah. No shit. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. They are... Hey, look, I got coins. Coins are good. Start the next one. Okay. Let's see. Staffs are plus 10. Battle staffs are 12. Mystic staffs are 14. I don't really know how that's going to make a big difference. Does it give any max hits? Above changes would see each tier of staff benefit from a linear increase of 2+ to magic attack and defense bonus. This keeps them below ancient staff, which has a plus 15 in both magic attack and defense, but helps alleviate some of the changes of the Xerician robes by providing a better bonus for higher valued items. Nah. Hi. Okay. The above changes with Siege. I already read that too. Okay, so Dragon Armor. We all hate this part. As we've mentioned in previous iteration of the equipment rebalance, Dragon Hide Armor has been notoriously powerful for incredibly low cost. It offers high defensive bonuses, especially against magic attacks with negligible negative stats to offset this. The armor generally goes against combat triangle and does not follow the same stat distribution as similar ranged armors. Okay, pick up my stuff. Damn, even though I'm related to like 80% of these people, I feel like I just showed up to a complete stranger's house. Yeah, I bet. As issues with... Okay, let's scroll up a little bit. As the issues with Dragonhide Armor is most prevalent in player versus player, we feel it's important that any changes are made part of the wilderness. We feel it's important that any changes are made as a part of the Wilderness Changes project. Our focus remains on changes to both melee and magic defense bonuses, of standard Dragonhide armor and attempt to encourage players to try different armor pieces. This will have much lower impact on players focusing on PvM encounters and naturally balances the combat triangle. I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because it's supposed to be incredibly strong against magic. Because it's its polar opposite on that fucking triangle. Now, if I try to do any PvM in the wild, now magic can hit me, no problem. That's why I don't agree with this shit. They should just have PvPers suck it up and deal, or just lump them all in the wild, in a special wild, all by themselves. Our focus remains on changes both the melee and the magic defense bonuses of the standard dragon armor. Yeah, I already read that. We have adjusted our approach slightly based on your feedback, which you can see in the tables below. Alright, let's see.
Bartender tip number 1. Follow these steps, and I'll show you
what am I
how to
doing?
create a Crown Royal craft cocktail.
That's what I'm
in
doing.
seconds.
Okay, cool.
Now,
So,
repeat after me. Open
I
your
don't
fridge.
really know what they were before.
Now, find your can. Excellent. Crack it open. Nice.
We only really
And
care about
enjoy the
Dehyde.
delicious new Washington apple, peach tea, and smooth Crown Royal whiskey and cola cocktails. Royal cocktails made easy.
Please drink responsibly. Produced and canned by Crown Royal USA, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, okay, so I guess the red is its first proposal,
Together, we can sense it. From hearts beating
and
out of our
then
chest,
the...
sense
Oh,
that whisper,
damn, I
"I
killed that one
love
really fast. Weird.
to hugs
Okay.
and kisses from childhood. Because getting closer and closer together is priceless. Learn more about the COVID-19 vaccines at mastercard.us/getvacsupport.
Okay, yeah, the red looks like the old proposal, and the green looks like the new proposal. They kept... Well, okay, so -5 for the magic attack and strength, or not attack and strength, the defense. That still doesn't even seem like a big change. I thought they were dropping it much lower than 45. But I guess it's okay. I mean, can you think of any reason why it might not be okay? I mean, shoot, I don't personally know. I think 5 is 5, who cares? But then again, that's just what the top. Yeah, okay, so that's just the bodies. So maybe with it being like with some other stuff. We've scaled back some of the nerfs on the Dehyde body melee defenses, but stuck with the previous proposed magic defense bonus reduction. Here, let me scroll down for that. To give an idea of how much the difference is from our previous proposal, here's a side-by-side. Old proposals nerf 27%, new proposal nerf is 22%. Okay, so here's the chops. So that's 5 there too. Okay. Let's see what the chops currently look like in game. Bam braces. I don't think anyone really gives a shit about bam braces. No one uses them. I mean, do you? No. You don't. Not whenever you can just go ahead and get rune gloves. They're easy. And you never have to worry about switching them in a tribrid situation. Oh. I guess it is time that I'm not ready. Timer, go away. Okay. Bless God D'hide armor. Okay. With both Crystal and Carol's armor base stats remaining as they are, Jesus Christ. It's a lot of reading. And I'm only like covering areas that I care about. That's wild. Alright, with both Crystal and Carol's armor base stats remaining as they are, the Natural will become a more expensive alternative to help fill the gap left behind by the changes to the standard and much cheaper Dragonhide armors. As Blessed Dragonhide armor is locked behind their completion of treasure trails, the pieces typically hold a much higher cost than their craftable counterparts. We also okay. We know there's a lot of support within the community to leave the Blessed D'hide out of the rebalances. So we're going to do exactly that. All god variations of the armor will retain the same stats they have right now. It's important to note that due to the reduction in stats for both Black D'hide chaps, spam braces, accounts that were previously able to equip them will be more negatively impacted than before. Our intention was to ensure the Dragonhide armor was reduced in strength relative to its cost, as opposed to simply its stats. If you say so. Okay, where did we leave off? Okay, as such, we'll be removing the defensive requirements needed to equip both Blessed D'hide chaps and band braces to match that of the Black D'hide equivalent. This will ensure that no accounts are negatively impacted in a way which we did not intend with this portion of the equipment rebalance project. As a result, low defense accounts builds will gain access to 2 additional prayer bonuses over what they would have had before. That's what I don't like. Pures can figure out a different way to be pure. They should not have to give a shit. Alright, Blessed D'hide bodies will still require... Okay. Oh, Revenant Caves! In October 2020, we made some significant changes to our Revenant Caves. This included distributing the Revenants all throughout the caves and rebalancing their drop tables. You can read all about the changes here. We're not going to click that. In our recent survey, we asked players how they felt about the Revenant Caves. Here's what you had to say. Which of the following best describes how often you enter the Rev Caves? I don't really go there often. Which would be the leading answer with 58%. I don't really go there. Which of the following best describes the main reason you go to the Revenant Caves? Monthly. Fighting other players. I guess. No, I just want to get lucky and get unique rewards. I'd be lying if I said anything else. Because who doesn't want a crossbow or that chain mace? But, you know, 450 hours to get one? That sucks. Alright, I understand how Singles Plus works. Yep, I think Revenant Caves are better now that they are Single Plus. Yep. Revenant Caves offer a good balance between risk and reward. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I don't think Revenant Caves are dangerous enough. I disagree. I think Revenant Cave should provide more gold per hour. I kind of agree with that. Rune Longsword, we can help you. Okay. I think the number of Revenant spawns within the cave are too low and should be increased. Agreed. I prefer Revenants to have consistent valuable drops over rare unique items. I don't know about that. Ugh, soul runes. That's not what you want to see from a place like this. Alright. I think Revenants should have unique mechanics to make them more interesting to fight. That means harder, guys. It doesn't mean convenient or anything like that. It doesn't mean interesting, it means harder. I think killing Revenant should have a chance of spawning Revenant boss. Players will have a race to defeat, providing multiple rolls to the Revenant drop table. That sounds cool, I would do that. Following the results of the survey, plenty of time to monitor the impact and changes. Yeah. I suppose we can do sand fuse. Don't know what I was about to click on. The following results of the survey, blah blah blah. We have a host of changes we would like to propose for the Revenant Caves. These focus on tackling some of the more prominent issues within the cave, such as increasing the amount of gold that one can earn per hour Revenant Cave entrance. I didn't think there was a problem with the entrance. Hey, we like monkfish though. Alright. We'll be making the entrance to the Revenant Caves in level 26 one way only. The caves rely heavily on the risk reward element, and while this location offers great access to them, it also provides a rather convenient escape route for those trying to avoid action. Well, duh. Everybody wants a good way out.
Any professional bartender,
especially when you're running away from a
perfectly balanced Crown and
PKer.
Cola is not as simple as it seems. That's why I brought you here, to show you how I perfect it every time.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a lot of reading right there.
Just
Let's
a 4
start the
pack of
next
Crown Royal whiskey
kill.
and colas, please. They're one of 3 new Royal cocktails made easy.
Let me guess. You're a bartender.
That obvious?
All right. In response to the survey results, internal monitoring and the player feedback, we'll be making serious balancing changes to the revenants. We'll be increasing the number of revenants available in the cave, starting with the additional spawn in each location. Good call. We'll be reducing the spawn timer by 30%. That's good. So they will respond faster, and players don't have to hop worlds in order to maintain a good level of kills per hour. We'll be adding a cooldown to their healing mechanism. No, not mechanism, mechanic. So that they cannot heal again for a set amount of time if they healed recently. We'll add unique mechanics to Revenant Dragons, Dark Beasts, Orcs, so that they are more engaging to fight. Revenants will be weaker against different combat styles, encouraging use of variant weapons. It's time to dust off your bows, scepters, and chain maces. I forgot they even had a scepter, because they suck. Let's just be realistic. That's a really bad piece of content. They should 100% buff that in their rebalancing, their combat rebalancing. But let's read ahead. Certain item drops from Revenants will no longer be noted, meaning players will need to keep an amulet of avarice equipped if they wanted to ensure notes of all drops. The amulet of avarice will be upgraded to provide 20% more accuracy and damage towards revenants, much like the Salve amulet does currently. Hopefully that's like in every combat style. The standard drops from the Revenant drop table will be provided or be improved by 50%. Woo! Man, I'm tired. Must be from all this fucking reading. Revenant boss. Alright. Balancing changes aside, we want to spice things up in the cave, so we'll ask you how you feel about adding a Revenant boss. This received overwhelming amount of support in the survey, over 80% responses in favor. Here's the design we came up with. It looks like a Kurask with a big ancient staff stuck in its body. That's what it looks like. I guess that was the best they could come up with. Okay, cool. That was what they came up with. I guess I'll leave that on the screen as much as I can. This fearsome foe has a chance of spawning after a Revenant has been killed. A broadcast will be sent out to everyone within the caves to make them aware when it spawns. From there, the race is on to find it and take it down. While Revenant caves are single plus combat, or single plus combat, the boss will be excluded from this restriction, meaning multiple players can attack at the same time. It will have various special attacks you'll need to avoid. The drop will go to the player that dealt the most damage, unless you're an Iron Man. Fuck you. Alright. There'll be no new uniques added to the boss. Instead, you'll be rewarded handsomely with the 3 rolls of a Revenant Dragon drop table. Oh, we got more imagery here. Da-da-da. She did not text me back. I'd laugh my ass off if I had my mic muted this whole time. I really would. I'd laugh so hard. Okay. Wilderness Slayer Caves. Finally, let's turn our attention to the Wilderness Slayer Caves. Added to the game back in October of last year, they are home to a very small variety of monsters that are commonly assigned by Cristelia. These monsters are stronger than their other wilderness counterparts and as such have improved drop table and a 15% increased drop rate to 4 Laren's keys. Here's what the players had to say. They say, hold on, I'm killing Kraken. More blood runes. Thank you. Not that I had enough, because I didn't. Okay. Which of the following describes how often you enter the Wilderness Slayer Caves? I don't really go in there. Okay, which of the following best describes the main reason you go into the caves? Slayer. That would only kind of make sense. I don't even know if you can even kill those things without being on a task. If you can't, that'd probably be the dumbest fucking question they've ever put in a poll. Which of the following options best describes the main reason you go into the Slayer Cave? I just read that. Training Slayer within the Wilderness Cave should give a lot of Slayer points. Yep. Training with the Wilderness Cave should provide a good amount of gold. Yep. Should give a larger amount of Slayer experience. Yep. I think the creatures within the cave should have their own unique drop table similar to the Catacombs of Korend. It depends on what they propose. I think the creatures within the cave should drop clue scrolls that only include steps within the wild. The clues would provide the same loot as a hard clue scroll without the chance of a master. I think that would be fun. I think creatures within the cave should have a chance of spawning a superior. That'd be nice. I think that there should be additional task-only areas within the Wilderness Slayer Cave for popular Slayer tasks, such as Dust Devils and Necriels. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, thank God, because I was getting tired of okay. Much like with the Revenant Caves, we would like to propose some changes to the Wilderness Slayer Caves to make them a much better place to train. The survey results provided us with some great insight to which changes we should prioritize. We're going to remove the stalagmites from any room where they impact the effectiveness of a cannon. As this cave is a multi-way combat area, it makes sense for them to be utilized to their fullest potential. We'd be updating the drop table of all cave monsters so that they are unique to the area, much like the way the creatures are in the Catacombs of Korend. Catacombs of Korend. Where did I... This would include some of the Wilderness exclusive consumables that are currently only obtainable via Last Man Standing and Soul Wars. We are hopeful that the change will provide some additional revenue to those taking the risk to train there. New Slayer only areas will be added to the cave for Abyssal Demons, Dust Devils, Jellies, Necriels. Each of these would also benefit from the previous mentioned Wilderness Caves unique drop tables. These areas have enough of each creature to make the spell barrage viable. We'll also be tweaking Slayer assignments given by Cristelia by reducing Fire Giants, Hill Giants, Blood Velds. At the moment, we are not looking to implement wilderness-only clue scrolls, though this is something we may revisit again in the future. Well, Well, I mean, I would have added it. Because people love clue scrolls, and we definitely like clue scrolls that are easy to get. I think that'd be an easy way to get people into the wilderness. Because let's be realistic, that's what this update's about. All right, well, I have to go, everybody. Thank you for stopping by, and I love you.